We are.
All right. Today's question today is, what jobs will be the last to be taken over by AI? Like, what jobs do you think will last the longest before getting taken over by the machine?
Things that require the most creativity.
Creativity?
Yeah, like art stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
What do you think of?
'Cause there's
Have you seen the AI made art already?
But they didn't know what to make.
You tell it.
Yeah.
They just can't make hands.
Well, and that's what I mean. So like I think that's it. So I don't know what skill that is, but making something that you tell someone to make,
Free will.
but whatever that
Free
thing
will.
is, knowing, oh, it's going to be popping picture of Donald Trump getting handcuffed. Let's make a picture of that. Whoever decides that skill is hard to replace.
Yeah. You said AI can't make hands?
It
Was
can't
the
make,
hand
like,
messed up or
it can't
something
make
on that?
hands or like groups of faces very well.
Huh.
But like, there's another thing that
Dude,
messes up.
I saw this video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. It was fake, obviously, and it was like the most horrendous.
But it was almost like
It was so
I
bad.
had that. What's it called? Like the uncanny valley,
Yeah.
where you look at it and like it looks human, but you know it's not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was that thing the other day we talked about? The skill that was valuable. It was something. It was. You had told me what the term was.
Oh, like
It was
problem
like-
solving, or
It
like
wasn't so much problem solving. It was critical thinking.
critical thinking. Yeah.
I think skills that require that
Yeah.
yeah.
are.
Yeah. I asked Chat GPT this question, which I thought was kind of
Ironic,
It's
huh?
AI, so and it said creative fields such as writing music and stuff like that, healthcare professionals, skilled trades like plumbing and carpentry because they require hands-on problem solving and adaptability, and teaching and education, and then also roles in law enforcement, which I think RoboCop would probably disagree with to some extent.
I'm not sure I agree with the medical stuff.
Maybe to an extent. I can't see like AI being a nurse.
Yeah.
I think it'll be one of the first to go because all they care about is making money, and if they can replace nurses and doctors with that
Mhm.
and give you a worse experience and charge the same amount, they'll absolutely do it.
Yeah,
I think-
I honestly believe that. Yeah.
Do you think that's like realistic though? Like, do you think like that we're gonna stand for that? Having a robot take
Will we
care
have
of
an
you?
option? Is the question.
Yeah.
Yes, I always think we will have that option.
I-
I honestly
Like
do.
not go to the doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
get
yeah.
that
I
option.
mean, I think you will just not.
I do feel like people will always prefer the human-to-human interaction.
Well, yeah, 100%. But
Well, I think what we prefer is not always what the capitalist market gives us.
Is yeah.
right, but I think we'll
Because one's going to do
revolt.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just think we won't stand for it. Like, I'm not going to go to an AI doctor. Or, I mean, I know they do
Yeah.
surgeries with like robots and such. That's one thing. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
Just
But-
controlling them.
Yeah,
Well, just
but like having like a bedside nurse and
Yeah.
some that human element to take care of you when you're at your most vulnerable.
yeah. And, well,
I just can't.
I just feel like over the phone doctor appointments is already kind of removing that personable
Which I kind of like.
touch between. Like, I feel like that's already kind of in a step in that direction.
Why? It's just
The
a
fact
phone
that
call.
I know, but the fact that they want to like maybe diagnose you or give you medical advice over the phone versus like seeing you in person.
Have you done one? Just curious.
I won't do one. I've had insurance say that they won't cover it.
Well,
Because-
it's tricky. Some of the insurances.
We
because-
have that with ours.
Yeah.
And it's like the video chats that you do calls or like video too.
Mm.
Yeah, Matt does a lot.
Karen's less comfortable with the kids for stuff, but her and I've done it several times. Mostly it's always like the kids have strep throat, we feel really crappy, can you
Yeah.
get us antibiotic? And it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt
That's about
does.
all it is.
Matt does some teleconferences, like the the video
Yeah.
and the phone call ones, and when it's like, because he goes every 3 months to certain doctors, and when they're kind of like just checkups or going over like blood work, because he has to get blood work and then go to the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and they check his blood work.
Yeah.
It's really no different than when you're sitting in the office because you're just having a conversation. So why not have it over the phone? Insurances don't like it sometimes when
Yeah.
you cross like state lines.
Right.
Because we live in Illinois, his doctors are in Missouri.
Yeah, I can understand someone's preference to not want to do it that way because like I think just being there and having them assess you and giving you a
Right.
physical and doing all that stuff, like I would.
Yeah, if it's like a hands-on kind of doctor's appointment,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously you gotta
Yeah.
be there. But if you're just going
Mhm.
over like his
Mhm.
blood work, a phone call is
Just
fine.
basically reading the results.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
telling them
that's
what-
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. But I don't know. I feel like the last jobs we taken by, I think the ones that are going to be just way too complex for an AI to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's, I don't know what that is, but I can see like skilled trades positions or like plumbing, trying to figure out like where's the stoppage coming from? It's like stuff requires. I think that's something that's more favorable for a human brain.
I think
Stuff like
on the
that.
spot, like plumbing stuff, but there's like a whole other side of plumbing when it comes to like engineering and building like a huge like
Yeah.
apartment complex or hospital.
Mhm.
I think maybe the AI can fill in there to figure out like the best routes and the best connections.
I
Maybe.
think right now, I think it's hard to picture what the maturity of AI will be.
Mhm.
So right now, it's like, oh, we can type this in ChatGPT and get this stuff out, which is true, but that's like talking to a toddler,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I think trying to do voice to text gives you an idea of where it's at in reality.
Mhm.
It's wrong half the time, laughably wrong. But I think when it's like the iPhone 2007 came out, like, what are we gonna do with this?
Mhm.
And it seems like a novelty. I'll never get that. That's never going to be what I use. And now that or some version of a smartphone is like everybody.
Yeah.
Because you fast forward 15, 20 years. And I think you fast forward 15, 20 years when it's mature and reliable. I think it's hard to
Isn't
grasp
that your input though?
There's already some experts that think that the AI stuff is dumbing itself down on purpose
So
to not scare us already. I'm not saying that's the truth.
That sounds like a
So it's
conspiracy.
already self-aware and acting dumb, not to scare us, so we can keep going.
Yeah.
That sounds like a conspiracy.
That one seems a bit of a reach.
Yeah. No.
Hey,
Hey, it's just
I
people
like.
talk. Come on.
I like it. I don't know.
Isn't it just like I don't know what it is.
I mean, I don't like
I've
it.
actually never looked at anything of whatever, like all of that stuff. I've never
Yeah.
once. So like you have to input something, right?
Mm.
Someone has to be on the other end of it creating some sort of program or problem solving skills to
Initially.
this. Yeah,
And
initially.
then it can learn on its own, which is
but somebody
where it
had to
gets scary.
write that.
The initial
right?
version. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
see, I don't know, maybe I'm just not smart
Yeah.
enough for that
Well,
concept.
to me, it seems like
Huh?
like ChatGPT. It seems like it's just pulling information from all over the web that's already out.
That's a human already put
Yeah,
there.
that they put in, but
Yeah.
but it's just so as long as a human put it out there somewhere, they'll find it and connect the dots.
Well, I think about like that I, Robot movie with Will Smith.
Mhm.
I think that is where it's going because I mean the intelligence like to do is one thing, but once you can interact easily with your voice and understands what you mean pretty well and can move around.
Mhm.
That's so like you think it, like it's not like the plumbing stuff, but it's something that's seen 65,000 cases of plumbing issues and with exact percentages where to look and walks around your house and just runs down the sidewalk and they're in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a lot, and that's to be the versions of doctors too.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really hard to wrap your head around because, yeah, like you said, looking at where it's at now, but where it could be in 20 years, this could totally look like nothing like we're going to see.
This is like us texting on T9.
Yeah.
I think this is
Times.
worse though, because this is like taking over human element.
Hmm.
And do you really think that as a society we're going to be okay with that? Like, I'm just curious.
I
Like,
think like
and I know you say we don't have a choice.
I think
but
the average humans won't be okay with that, but I think like what he's saying, like the people in
Capitalism?
power, the people with wealth and money, and that can basically already do kind of control a lot of the things that you know what I'm saying. Like they're gonna think differently. They're gonna think like if we can put out stuff faster, more efficiently, and save money or make more money, they're going to find a way to do it.
True, but society still needs to get behind it for it
Yeah.
to succeed.
I get that argument. I do. I really do. Like.
Yeah.
You would think like because like say Oreos, if they wanted to package their cookies at $20 a package, I don't think they would sell very well. Not like today, but
Right.
So I'm trying to think, say like the last 20, 30 years as technology has enveloped so many parts of our lives, Like, what advancement that has gotten enough pushback to not be a thing anymore?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can think of a single one. Maybe I'm missing
Yeah.
it, but with this new technology, we're not going to use it.
I mean, I don't know
People
what
say that, but it tends to eat up anyway.
I don't know what the comparison is, but there was a short period of time where everybody was into those. What are they called?
The VR headsets.
No, the thing that it was supposed to take over walking. Nobody's
Oh,
supposed
the
to
Segways.
Segways.
Yeah.
Those
That
are
didn't
supposed to
last
be
very long.
everywhere. Yeah, because they weren't practical.
Right. And you couldn't just get on there and automatically know how to ride
cities
them.
aren't meant for those.
Yeah.
Well, there's a learning
Mhm.
curve.
But I don't know if that's comparable to AI.
I don't
stuff.
know.
But those are being shoved down our throats for years.
But
And
the
that's what
technology
I'm-
behind that is still, I think, pretty
Mhm.
prevalent. Like, the hoverboards, which don't even hover. I don't understand the naming of that. They don't even hover off the ground. Why are they hoverboards? Might as well call them planes.
Because they
They're as
look-
close to plane
Yeah.
as they are to hovering.
Because they
Yeah.
look like it, I guess. That's
Now,
the
if you
only.
watch Back to the Future 2, they don't look like
That's
it at all.
true. That
is
Which is
true.
where the term comes from.
Yeah, I don't think cities are designed for segways. There's not. It's just too much. It's too much having to cross over traffic or just like it. Too much. I don't know. I just don't think it's. I don't know. I think it's more. I think it's easier to walk.
But I think it's the same thing though. Like if it was designed for it, or or if we liked it, like as
Yeah.
society liked it, they
Mm.
would have adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
They would have fixed it all. Like we have bigger roads because our cars are different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
We have paved roads because we
Mhm.
drive more. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
I believe that humans will always prefer a human interaction versus AI interaction. Like there's something that will always prefer to be around other humans versus robots. But from a business standpoint, when we're just talking like business, manufacturing, and factory,
Which
work,
they
all
do
that
already.
Stuff is yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of cars are made with
Mhm.
robots.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's going to be. So I think a lot of jobs where people I think that people expect human interaction, which I believe doctors, police officers,
Teachers.
teachers. I feel like those jobs are probably going to be the last ones to go, or if not, they'll probably be safe. But
I'd probably say the first ones to go are the things that are easy to replace or things nobody wants to do. Like, how many people would jump at the ability to have, like, a house cleaning, straightening, cooking robot?
Dude,
I think everybody
The
would.
Roombas are
I would love
a
that.
very primitive version of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I would.
You could say, go make me a grilled cheese sandwich, and it brings it back in like 5 minutes.
The money I would.
Like, that people would, clean the house when you're done with that.
The money I would pay.
And you don't feel bad bossing it around. It's not personal.
And then, you know,
And then it enslaves you.
robots would have to start, they would start getting rights.
Yeah.
Good.
They could start doing
Is it, and that's a big sci-fi debatable topic. And if you're self-aware, you probably should have some rights.
I just want a robot that will fold and put away my laundry, and maybe do the dishes too. That's all.
Clean
I
the
want.
house, put everything away.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That's all I want.
And they're smart enough to go to the store to get the stuff you need. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly interesting. I can see why a lot of people are nervous when it comes to like jobs and stuff like that. But you would think like it would just spawn different jobs, right? In different fields. Because I did read
that
that.
tends to be true. in
I did.
Most
industrial
things.
things.
But you're talking about eliminating like whole industries.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like we don't know where it's going to be in 20 years. That you don't know what it could create along the way. As far as
Just curious,
That's
is
a
it?
very
Do you
relevant
think
point.
possibly it's a trend and it'll go away?
No.
I don't know. Technology has been it's been advancing and it hasn't been stopping. Like
Yeah, but this is like a different kind of level of technology. I think.
this is like
I don't
Earth.
know.
This is like Earth taking
It's
over kind of technology.
Infancy. Or maybe like
Yeah.
toddler. It could talk enough. You can interact with it, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's coming with or without us.
UPS.
UPS.
Pick up.
We need to get this last.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So is that all we have for this one?
I think that's all we have.
All right. Well, there we have it.
One bed.
Yeah, that's